Madam Chairwoman, Ranking Member Shabut, and members of the committee, thank you very much for offering us the opportunity to testify before the committee this morning on an issue that is central to Skype's future and the future of small businesses on the Internet. As the committee knows well, during the 1990s, America began a transition from the dial-up to the broadband Internet access. Small business benefited enormously from this transition. The Internet empowered a small business with a good idea with a chance to become a corner store in the global information economy. Today, policymakers are presented with the next chapter in the development of the Internet, the transition to the mobile broadband Internet. If we get this transition right, the backbone of the U.S. economy, small business, will be in a position to compete on a global scale with competitors in Europe, China, and India. If we get this wrong, one of the most important trends in Internet communications, mobility, will be less open to U.S. entrepreneurship and innovation. Unfortunately, the mobile Internet bears very few similarities to the Internet that allows small businesses to thrive. Today, openness on the wireless Internet is at risk, which is why the FCC's 700 megahertz auction and its open access provisions are crucial to Congress's innovation and small business policy. For Skype, business users are more than 30% of our global community of more than 220 million registered users. Skype allows people to communicate with their customers and colleagues using text, voice, and video to communicate more affordably, but also to change the way people think about communications. Take, for example, Anita Campbell, who's the editor of the popular Small Business Trends website based in Lynchburg, Virginia, and Cleveland, Ohio. Controlling the cost of a mobile phone bill that kept creeping higher is a priority for her, so she uses Skype to make outbound telephone calls. She uses Skype to complement, not replace, her primary connection to the phone network. By doing so, she was able to cut her wireless plan down to 450 minutes from 1,000, saving approximately 40%. But it's not merely about saving money, as important as that is to small businesses. Consider another company, Media Internet, based in New York City. In its New York office, they use Skype and a related program called Unite to teleconference from one cubicle to another, or with remote offices in Argentina. As a result, conveying an idea, which used to take half an hour, can take 10 minutes or less. The impact of openness principles on small business is real. All of these innovations are taking place on the wired Internet. There is no reason why we can't have the same level of innovation on the wireless web. Shorthand for 700 megahertz open access policy is, in our view, a no blocking and no locking rule, something we refer to as Carter phone. By that we mean that a small business or any consumer should be able to use any wireless telephone handset or Internet device as long as that device is technically compatible with the network. It also means that small business users should be able to use any software on that device without the permission of the network operator. This is the rule in every other sector of the broadband market except wireless, and we should correct that. In testimony before the House Commerce Committee, FCC Chairman Kevin Martin updated the Carter phone story for the wireless environment by explaining that openness will, quote, ensure that the fruits of innovation swiftly pass to the hands of consumers. Chairman Martin, Commissioner Copps, and Commissioner Adelstein made good on that vision a few months ago in the 700 megahertz rule, and we fully support them. In the aftermath of the on-again, off-again Verizon restrictions on the political speech of an abortion interest group, the wasteful cat-and-mouse game over unlocked Apple iPhones, we need no further evidence of the importance of open access principles for the wireless market. I'd like to close by stressing two major benefits that an open access policy has for small businesses. The first is that in the small business's role as a consumer of wireless services. In this respect, they will have more advanced, more affordable tools for their business needs with open access. For small business users, there is a second, perhaps unique benefit. Small businesses will have the opportunity to build Internet applications and devices sold directly to consumers, subject only to the reasonable technical constraints rather than the competitive concerns of wireless operators. In short, small businesses are both consumers of Internet communication services and creators of mobile applications. 12 years ago, eBay started as a small business. 4 years ago, Skype started as a small software company. An unconstrained wireless marketplace offers almost unlimited potential for the next eBay, the next Skype. America's small businesses can have a pro-consumer, pro-innovation policy in wireless if the FCC's 700 megahertz policies are implemented and carried forward throughout the wireless market. Thank you.